For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone here moments after the women's team for the Wildcats pulls off a big 73-67 win over Sam Houston State. That snaps a 4-game win streak for the Bearcats. We've got Suzzy Dimba, freshman forward from Lubbock, and Coach Julie Goodenough. Suzzy, let's start with you. They had the lead early in the second half. You get 6 straight points midway through. Tell me about the mindset as you guys were trying to scratch and claw your way back.
Well, whenever I got the first layup, I was like, I knew that I needed to do it again, and that's why I did it 2 more times because it worked. And then I took a 3, but as soon as I took that 3, I knew that I should have just gone for the layup because it was just something that kept working. And whenever something's working, there's no need to draw away from it, which is what I kind of did. But it kept working. So
why were you giggling when she said she should have pulled it down and driven to the basket?
Well, because like she said, I mean, we were calling sets, getting the ball to her hands, and she was just going by the defenders. And of course, you know, she missed a 3 and she needed a break. You know, she's gone for a sub. Sure. But she had to work really hard. I mean, they played really tough on our post players especially. I mean, Beadle's a great defensive player, quite a physical challenge for our players to match up with her. So Suzzy had to work really hard to get those layups. So anyway, she just did a great job.
She did 18 points, which was the most of anyone for ACU. 7 rebounds, led the team as well. Tell me, I asked you this on the radio earlier, but I'll ask you again. Having the frustration and the disappointment of losing the lead late Thursday night, did it help you to come right back 2 days later and have another opportunity?
I think it helped a lot. We just kind of learned from the mistakes that we made late in the game, and we made sure we didn't make the same mistakes this game. And we just fought this, like we fought last time too, but we just fought this time with like purpose, and we just knew that we weren't going to take bad shots. We weren't going to do anything that was going to stop us from winning this game.
All right, Coach, you told me before the game that you didn't like the play and the look that you got late in the game Thursday night, and you said, I've got a little something special here if we get in a close situation. Was that the one we saw with Marquez, possibly?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Not bad, by the way. It worked for the end one. You're up 2. You put it in the hands of your stud, as you call her, Renata Marquez. She'd only had 2 points the whole night, but boy, when you needed her, she came up big, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, absolutely. And it was my fault that she got her 4th foul. I just had confidence that, you know, she wouldn't get that 4th foul. So I got us in a little bit of a bind leaving her out there. So she sat on the bench for a while. And I knew just because Renata is who she is, that when she was in the game, she was going to want to contribute. So, you know, we called a set for her, and she did what she needed to do. I know you're focused on winning games, but do you ever step back and say, wow, there's a lot of freshmen on the floor, and we're winning games in the Southland Conference. We're D1, and we're doing it. You know, I haven't really thought about them being freshmen for a long time. And, you know, they need to feel like they're at least sophomores by now, just all the playing time that they've gotten, and they're in their 2nd semester of their freshman year. But, you know, like Suzzy, I've heard her say several times, we're just basketball players. And we can't draw from experience that a junior can or a senior can, but we can play hard, you know, and that's totally in our hands. And our players are individually responsible for their effort and their energy, and you know, as long as they control that, good things are going to happen for us.
And I think we gave that national television audience something that they could appreciate today. Some late game heroics by ACU. They win 73-67. They snap Sam Houston's 4-game win streak, and the Wildcats now go to 3-2 here in their first season in the Southland Conference. For Suzzy Dimba and for Coach Julie Goodenough, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.